Hi, I'm Andrea Bouget from Aromahead Institute. Welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to show you this recipe today for this beautiful solid perfume. So let's get started. So we're just going to start with the scale and we're going to measure out the beeswax and the vanilla jojoba because that's what's going to make the solid base. And so I have a little scale here and I'm just putting a little bowl on it and I'm going to hit the tare button so we don't account for the weight of the bowl. And then the recipe is 1/2 ounce of beeswax to 2.5 ounces of vanilla jojoba. That's going to be the perfect texture. So I'm just going to put some beeswax right in here, just 1/2 ounce, and that's perfect, 1/2 ounce, just 1 scoop. And then I'm going to get that melting on the stove because we're going to melt these two together, these two ingredients. It's going to be the perfect thing. So I'm just going to bring this over to the stove, and on the stove I have a pot here that's filled about 1/4 of the way with water, and I put a Pyrex measuring cup in there. And I'm going to put the beeswax right into the measuring cup, and we'll get that melting. And so I just want the water here to be on like a low boil, a high simmer, low boil, because I don't want any of the water to go over into the Pyrex. So while that's melting, I'll come over here and weigh out the vanilla jojoba. And this vanilla jojoba is just jojoba wax, and I have infused it with vanilla oleoresin. Actually, there's a recipe for doing that on the Aromahead blog, so check that out if you want to know how to make it. This is actually a small amount being made right now with the vanilla resin at the bottom and the jojoba in here, and it's just infusing. This is a big batch that I made. It smells amazing. I really love it. So 2.5 ounces, that's what we're gonna weigh. Okay, tiny bit more. Good, all right. So now that's the perfect amount. I'm gonna add that into the beeswax and that's gonna melt together. So just bring it over here and add it in, and then just gonna take a spatula and get all the little extra bit out, so I don't lose much. Okay. And by the way, I have the handle out here instead of inside, and that means that when it's done melting, I can just pick it up. It won't be hot. It's perfect. If it starts to make too much noise, I'm going to put it all the way in, but we'll see. We'll work with it for now from there. Okay, so now I just want to prepare my essential oil while that's melting. So in this blend, I've chosen 2 essential oils. I've chosen Alimi, which is a beautiful oil made from a resin, and I've chosen frankincense. And they're great together. They're both resin oils, and they have a lot in common in terms of being very nourishing for the skin and very warm and comforting aromas. And the Alimi just reminds me a little bit like peppery and a little lemony. It's a really nice smell. So I want to put in 25 drops in this blend of Alimi, and that's approximately 1 ml. So instead of dropping 25 drops in, I'm actually just going to measure a ml. So I have a little graduated cylinder. It's graduated by the ml here. I'm just going to bend down, and I'm going to put 1 ml of Alimi. And if you don't have one of these graduated cylinders, it doesn't matter. You can just put in 25 drops and it'll be just right, okay? So, got that. And then the recipe calls for 15 drops of frankincense. So I'm just gonna drop 15 drops in here. And then, okay, 15. And then when the beeswax and jojoba is all melted, we'll add the essential oil in and we'll pour it into little tins. Let me check on the jojoba. Let's actually give this a little stir. I have a glass stirring rod, and I'm just gonna stir it a little bit here. And it's still melting, so we'll let that settle for now, and I'll show you the containers we're gonna use. These are little tin containers, and they're 1 ounce, and I love them for solid perfumes because they're really easy to just throw in your bag or your backpack or just to carry around with you. So once that's melted and the essential oil's added, we're just going to pour it right into here and you have a great little tin. Okay, so let's just quickly double check on this again. And it looks like it just needs another minute, so I'll be right back. All right, so we're back and the beeswax is all melted, just took a couple of minutes. And so I'm just gonna take the Pyrex out of the pot and just wipe off the bottom. And then, oh my gosh, it smells amazing. Really beautiful. That combination of vanilla and the honey of the beeswax is beautiful. So I'm gonna just put it down here and I'm gonna add the essential oils right in. Let me grab a stirring rod. And remember, we poured the essential oil already, so I can just add it right into the liquid wax. Give it a stir. It smells amazing. And then I'm gonna just pour it into the little tins. So I'll just take the tops off, and I actually put the tins on something that cleans up easy if I spill the wax on it, and I put it up high on a little box so it would be really easy to pour. And the handle's not hot at all because remember, I left it outside of the pot, so it's not hot. Okay, so I'm just gonna pour it right into the tin. And it'll cool down pretty quick too. We'll just do these 3. And I don't want it to go all the way up to the very, very top. So we'll have a little extra here because I don't want it to get onto the inside of the top. So I left a little extra space, so I have a little extra. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put the cover on. And you don't even have to twist it right now. Just put it on so that the essential oil doesn't evaporate. And then when it's cool, in maybe 15 or 20 minutes, you can just close it tightly. And there you have it. I hope you enjoy it. Take care. Bye-bye.